Welcome back to another episode of Rap Reviews, the podcast where we take a different hip-hop song every week and we dissect and annotate the lyrics to give you and to give us a better understanding of what these rappers are trying to say. Now, every week I ask you guys who you think the artist is that I'm going to do. Have you got any guesses?
Well, I would guess the Wu-Tang Clan, but I feel like that's a bit too obvious.
Well, you're in the right area of the world. East Coast group. So you got that down.
East Coast group. What's
Maybe this isn't going to convert very well for the listeners of the podcast because, you know, it's not a visual medium.
For a zip.
It's
a Tribe Called Quest.
It is a Tribe Called Quest. And the song is called Buggin Out of the album Low End Theory.
Nice.
Okay. I haven't introduced myself. I'm K-Rock.
I'm Chris.
It's 2 for 2 for not introducing everyone, but
yeah,
I'm a forgetful fella.
That's all right. Oh, I'm Romano.
We're missing Alum, who's our research assistant.
He's
still away on holidays. I hope spreading the good word of hip hop and doing his own kind of spiritual journey.
But he will be back soon, so it's always good to have his contribution.
Yeah, I hear that he's one of the most popular characters from the feedback I've been getting from the show.
It's true. I think our intern is probably the most popular person.
Yeah. We're really at a loss without him.
There's really no point even recording this episode, I feel.
He's in the mountains of Pakistan.
So nice. See you guys.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a definition of bugging out from a guy called Brand New of Urban Dictionary. He's actually given us 4 definitions.
Okay.
He's really gone all out.
Fuck yeah.
Held no bars.
On the same track?
No. This is like a Urban Dictionary definition of what bugging out means.
Oh, so he's giving us 4 for just bugging out.
Yeah.
Can I get one before you do it?
Yeah, go on.
Just like feeling weird, like tripping out, kind of, you know, you're off.
Like getting weird or just feeling weird?
Like
tripping?
Like bugging out, like you know, being all like nervous and skittish and. Am I correct at all?
I guess like some of these definitions would like be on par with that. Do you want me to read out all 4? Might as well.
Yeah, might as well.
All right. Number 1, to perform an action or display a behaviour that contradicts your normal persona, which I guess kind of matches what she said.
That pretty much covers everything.
All right. Give him a break. He's got another 3 definitions,
okay,
Chris.
All right.
2, to unintentionally act like you're under the influence of a hallucinogenic drug while sober.
Literally exactly the same as number 1.
Yeah, and I said tripping out, and you were like, no, it's not like that. You were like, I feel like I kind of got that one.
Well, yeah, all right. You did say the word hallucinogenic, so.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you said that.
Am I bugging out right now?
I think you're bugging out.
As we speak.
3, conduct unbecoming of a person of sound mind and body. Kind of sounds like his first definition. All right, we're poking holes through this brand new guy. And 4, brief mental impairment.
Yeah, literally the same as the first
one. Yeah, okay,
one.
look, we're never going to get...
I feel like they're the 4, which is the same thing, slightly worded differently every time.
Never going to get a user like Fuck Us again, who gives us such succinct, beautiful definitions of hip-hop words.
Was it Fuck Us or Fucko? I thought it was Fucko.
I thought it was Fucko, yeah.
Oh, maybe it is. I'm all over the shop tonight, guys.
Yeah, that's
Memory.
Yeah, you're crushing it.
Terrible.
This
all right, good start.
Anyway,
let's go.
Let's get into it. Verse 1 by the Phife Dog. Yo, microphone check 1, 2, what is this? The 5-foot assassin with the roughneck business. I float like gravity, never had a cavity, got more rhymes than Wanan's got family.
Wait.
Would you like to know who Wanan's is first? Actually, Chris, you look like you were going to say something.
No, because you mentioned something about 5-foot assassin.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of his...
It doesn't sound like a very intimidating...
Well, that's I think like 5 foot always joke about his size. It's like
he is actually quite.
Oh, he was tiny.
Yeah, very small.
R.I.P. Phife. He died last year.
Pour a little something on the floor for him.
Yeah,
Jesus,
yeah.
2016 he died. Yeah.
Yeah. Now Phife was tiny little fella.
Oh, okay. Yep. Moving on. My bad.
It was either the 5-foot assassin or the 5-foot freak. That was kind of his.
He was aware that he wasn't a very tall guy, but you know,
I'm going to put it out there. Like, I do not know anything about A Tribe Called Quest. Like,
really?
I've heard the name multiple times, but like I know nothing about them.
This is going to be a big learning curve for you.
Yeah,
Chris.
no, definitely. But I'm eager.
Oh, you should give him a listen.
Yeah?
Like all the other listeners who haven't, if they have not ever listened to Tribe.
Okay. Yeah, a bit of jazz rap.
Yeah,
yeah. All right.
Nice to compliment
Phife
your
Dog
Sunday afternoon.
And Q-Tip, great little MCs.
Indeed. We spoke about how smooth Mos Def is, but I think Q-Tip gives him a good run for his money.
Very, very smooth. Had a great solo career as well.
He did, yeah. And I'm still doing stuff to this day.
Yeah, even the new album they brought out last year or the year before, it was good.
It's just after Phife's death, I think, that came out.
Yeah,
I'll check it out.
But anyway, the Winans family. Does anyone know who the Winans family are?
Tell us.
No.
They
Sounds like
were
a 90s reference that we wouldn't get.
It is actually late 80s, early 90s gospel group. They were all a big family, 12 members, mum, dad, and their offspring.
Like the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, I guess.
Was it Brady Bunch 12?
There was a fuckload of them, and they all
thought
sang.
It was
9.
three. Wasn't it like 3 boys, 3 girls,
and then the mum and dad? But then you always got to remember the maid as well. What was her name?
There's that famous photo of them, and they're arranged in like a square that has 3 by 3. So if you do your maths, 3 by 3.
Yeah, and then the Brady Bunch symbol would be in the middle at the end of it, right?
Would it? I don't know. Maybe.
I've watched like 5 episodes of Brady Bunch.
I haven't watched a single episode, so you're a step above me.
Like my dad's from a family of 12, and I always thought, man, how did you fit in that like small apartment, you know? But it's like the age difference are like massive. So by the time someone's like 18 and's moved out to work at the coal mine, the other one's just born. So it's like...
Yeah, exactly. My grandma had 16 other siblings.
Jesus. Oh.
But yeah, they'd all leave in groups though. Like because it was like, you know, when there was during the war and stuff, they just be like, okay, like the 15, the 14, and the 13-year-old, you guys are old enough to, and then just put them in an apartment somewhere that just like get them out of the house.
Yeah.
There's too many of these little fuckers running around.
Yes, there is.
There's too many kids. You couldn't have that many kids these days.
No.
There's no fucking way.
No.
You'd have to be super wealthy.
Because I feel like people had that many kids back in the day to like help them like survive.
They
send their kids off to work.
In poorer countries, people still have a lot of kids because it's like...
but the more developed nations, then you see like birth rates decline, drop so far that even Japan now is in reverse.
Yeah, that's the only country that sells more adult diapers than baby diapers is Japan.
That's what we want. We want to lower the population.
Yeah.
We got too many of us. It's too many cats. We got to cut it down.
I'm
not going to have any kids. I'm going to do it for the greater good. I'm not going to have any kids. I don't think.
Yeah.
I just don't think I have the financial means to have kids. Kids are fucking expensive, man.
Plus, I don't think I'll ever be able to find someone who'd want to have kids with me.
That's also a good point.
Wow, this is super depressing.
Thanks for agreeing with me, Kieran.
I like how literally nobody defended you.
Yeah, no one was like, no, you don't. Yeah, it's about right. You're a fuckwit.
I was more talking for myself as well, but
okay. That's cool. Good defense. I like what you could cover. Cool.
We spent a lot of time analysing. We didn't even analyse those first fucking 4 bars.
Let's get back to it.
He's small. He knows it.
He's got more rhymes than Winan's got. Winan's got.
He's really good at rhyming. He knows it.
He's got like a really big catalogue of rhymes. And also he's got fucking great oral hygiene. Never had a cavity. Bullshit.
Yeah,
that's such a random thing to brag about.
But do you think it's because he was diabetic and he wouldn't be able to eat a lot of sugars?
Was he? Yeah, diabetic? But he said that he said that in the documentary Beats, Rhymes and Life that he was addicted to sugar.
Oh, so maybe that's it. Like he can eat lots of sugar, something that should technically give him a cavity,
and he doesn't because that's how strong he is,
and that's how he goes through his whole life. Like he can do too much of something but never be affected by it.
That dude must floss like 2 or 3 times a day at least.
Lots.
Anyway, moving on. No need to sweat Arsenio to gain some type of fame. No shame in my game because they'll always be the same. Styles upon styles upon styles is what I have. You want to diss the fuffer, but you still don't know the half. Sorry, I couldn't help myself there.
Yeah, you went so much lyric as well. How are we supposed to get through all that?
All right, so...
Arsenio Hall was a comedian, right?
Yeah, he was the host of a not a stand-up, like a late night talk show.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
And so like a few users on Genius seem to think that this particular line is in reference to when an organisation called Queer Nation, which was a LGBTQ organisation, came onto the show and confronted him about not having any gay members that he would interview. And he kind of countered that by saying most of the guests were never open about their sexuality, or that the producers and Hall himself would like look for sexual preferences when they were picking people to be on the show.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. That's a pretty rough thing to get called out for.
Yeah.
So
what decade was this?
90s again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that would have still been happening a little bit in the 90s. You wouldn't expect it, but...
What, like homophobia?
Yeah, like to a small degree.
Yeah,
I mean, it still happens today.
I don't know.
When you think about it,
but also maybe like a lot of like you said, like a lot of guests would probably be a lot less open about it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Now, but then it was probably it was probably easier for someone to keep it under the wraps.
Yeah, sure.
Look how far we've come.
What a progress.
You can now say you're gay and people won't hate you for it. Well, there is still a demographic that probably will in the world.
But there's always
definitely,
a demographic.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But it's becoming a smaller and smaller demographic.
Yeah.
Slowly shrinking out.
The homophobes. Step by step, year by year. Well, this has been a really weird one so far.
Yes, it has. But anyway, we haven't even annotated any of the lyrics. We've just been so sidetracked.
Come on, let's keep going.
All right, so do you want me to go on to the next line or try and annotate what those lines mean?
Oh, I thought...
Because he's saying, you'd want to diss me, but you don't know me like these people who stood up on the show and tried to diss.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce his name?
Arsenio Hall.
Arsenio Hall.
Yeah.
So, don't come at me because you don't know me.
Oh, okay. So he's pretty much saying, you don't know anything about me, so why would you judge me? Sort of thing.
Yeah. And, he's not going to get sweated because he's smooth and calm under these situations.
All right, cool.
Cool, nailed it for us. Thanks, bud.
No worries. I sport New Balance sneakers to avoid a narrow path. Mess around with this, you catch a size 8 up your ass.
Ooh.
He doesn't actually say ass. I think it's just a blank, but you can assume.
Yeah.
Well, New Balances are a nice shoe. I like New Balance.
They're a very sturdy shoe, aren't they?
Yeah.
Very practical.
And size 8, for his size 8 shoe is quite regular.
Yeah, that's actually just under normal. I think 9, is it 9?
I think 9 US is the most common foot size. No, I don't know.
No.
I sell shoes, but I don't know what.
Is it? Yeah, it's 9 US.
So this is a fact. So if we had Alum here, we could get him to research.
We had the intern here, we'd be sorted, but that's all right.
We don't. We have to just live through.
I don't think it really matters though.
It doesn't. Yeah,
it doesn't. Yeah.
No. But one thing that I read about New Balance is that they have wider foot sizes than most other brands of sportwear.
There you go.
So to avoid the narrow path, maybe he's talking literally that he can get his flat-soled feet into this pair of New Balances, unlike Nike, which might make them a little bit too narrow for him.
Okay. That's interesting.
I never half-step because I'm not a half-stepper. Drink a lot of soda, so they call me Dr. Pepper.
All right, he drinks a lot of soda. It's back to the sugar again.
His rhymes are so adorable that I can't even really try to annotate them.
They're pretty cute, aren't they?
They're so fucking cute. The cutest raps, I think, ever.
Well, they say you are what you eat. In this case, Phife is what he drinks. He's a big old bottle of Dr. Pepper.
I'm not a fan of Dr. Pepper.
Me too.
Yeah,
it tastes like Denizen. It just tastes like medicine.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Not a fan at all.
Yeah,
or Cherry Coke. Yuck.
Ugh.
I could get around a bit of Cherry Coke, but Dr. Pepper, nah.
Senor Pep.
No. Anyway, enough about our preferences towards
once again
sodas.
We just cannot stay on it today. But he's bubbly and he's dope at rapping.
Basically, yeah. Well summarised.
Cool.
Okay.
Refuse to compete with BS competition. Your name ain't special ed, so you won't settle with the mission. Would you like a definition for the word settle?
Yeah.
From everyone's favourite source, Open Dictionary, by Pride FM. A word that one says when they are in beef with someone else, meaning for them to relax, chill, step back, or shut up when in the feud. And Special Ed was a Brooklyn MC who had a track called The Mission. So I think he's just throwing in a fun little pop culture reference.
That's cool.
Which is a little bit dated now because they ended up becoming way more famous than Special Ed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still something nice to throw out there.
Oh, I'm sure Special Ed loved the... He probably still shows his kids if he's still alive.
Yeah. It's hey,
yeah.
Kids, this is me.
That's me.
Gather around, grandchildren.
I mean, a song once.
Phife Dog, he's rapping about me.
Hey, Mom, Phife's finally rapping about me.
Hey, Mom, listen to the radio.
So, wait. So, that word is, if you're in a beef, just to either sit up or shut up, stand up, shut up, is that the expression?
Yeah, just take a step back, relax.
Okay.
Mm.
Take a chill pill.
Yes, yeah.
But that doesn't sound as cool.
No. It is, chill pill I feel like is a very mid-2000s term.
It's very dorky.
But I mean, with the lyrics that Phife is spitting, I mean, they could find a fit into that adorable theme that we've now labelled him as.
The most adorable rapper.
Fuck your 5-foot assassin stuff. Just call yourself the most adorable rapper. I never walk the street thinking it's all about me. even though deep in my heart it really could be. I just try my best to like go all out. Some might even say, yo, shorty black, you're bugging out.
Oh. Is he saying that like, I don't know, is he just talking about how good he is? But
still, and when he goes for it, he goes full.
Yeah. And people think, people might think he's crazy, but he just has confidence in himself and he believes in what he's doing.
Yeah. I think he knows that like he's good, but he's also modest about it. Like he doesn't walk around being like, hey, I'm a big shot.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah.
I make the most adorable rhymes.
I'm so fucking adorable.
All right, and then we go into verse 2, where his partner Q-Tip comes in. Zulu Nation, brothers last creation, minds get flooded, ejaculation. Right on the 2-inch tape, the abstract poet incognito runs the cape. Okay,
one thing, you are doing far too much lyric for me to take in.
Really? I don't think it's that much.
Really?
No.
I can't break it down bar by bar like with all that.
All right, well, let's slow it down.
The Zulu Nation is from Africa, right?
The Zulu Nation is what Africa Bambaataa, who was a former gang member in New York, created. It was like a hip hop awareness group.
That's the song. That song. He's the most famous one was from Ali G. It's in Ali G, right?
Africa Bambaataa's.
Yeah.
Renegades of Funk.
Yeah, I think that's it.
This is where Alan would have come in. So
I know. Oh, okay, so it's a little group that he started.
Yeah. So just to give you a quick history, Africa Bambaataa was a former gang member. He was actually given the title Warlord for the Black Spades in Brooklyn. I don't know what a warlord entitles, but surely it's pretty high up in.
Oh, warlord is
pretty hectic.
Yeah. In Africa, a warlord or whatever is.
Oh no, that's massive in Africa, but I don't know what it would be like in
like a street gang in Brooklyn or like in New York.
Yeah,
sorry, the Bronx.
Fucking scary.
Sounds scary, yeah.
But anyway, apparently he won a trip over to Africa, and that just completely changed his perspective on life. Came back to New York, started this group to kind of take people away from the gang lifestyle and embrace this newly forming genre called hip hop.
That's awesome.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, bit of history for you.
And it was other artists in the Zulu Nation?
Yeah, I think Tip was a part of Tribe were in the Zulu Nation.
Because I remember something in the documentary, them going into that now, where it had like Busta Rhymes, maybe, possibly.
Yeah.
And Queen Latifah, possibly.
Queen Latifah?
Who have we got? We've got KRS-One, Public Enemy, A Tribe Called Quest, Native Tongues, and Rakim.
Oh,
those are some of the bigger names. There's a massive list here. Ice Cube, Ice-T. These are like affiliates as well.
Okay, so both of the Ices are in there.
Both of the Ices are in there.
The Cube and the T form. Very cool. That's actually some pretty huge names in the Zulu Nation.
Yeah.
It makes sense. They definitely say it in other songs as well, don't they?
Yeah. Big about the Zulu.
Yep.
So minds get flooded, ejaculation, right on the 2-inch tape.
The 2-inch tape?
Yeah, I think it's just like a form of recording.
Oh yeah.
Medium.
Okay.
So Phife and Tip are literally ejaculating their lyrics onto this tape.
Like it's so good, it's just like the fucking
orgasm on tape.
Do you lose audio quality if you come on the tape itself?
Maybe that's a question for some audiophiles out there. I'd say so.
Guys, can you get back to us?
Surely the crustiness doesn't help with sound quality.
Yeah, over time it gets worse or better.
Or could be a good addition.
Could add more of a rustic feel to it. I don't know.
What if that was the best way to record an album, was to on tape and then come on the tape?
How could you honestly explain that to somebody? After you record this, you need to ejaculate.
Well, you need a really good producer who's here's a little secret.
Yeah.
One of the tricks of the trade.
Yeah, no many guys will tell you this, but what you gotta do is you gotta whip your cock out and you gotta fucking come all over that thing.
And he has to be really calm about it, like it's no big deal, like not even smile, just not, and okay, boys, well, I got to go out for the night, but just make sure you come on those tapes, yeah. And they're just like, what?
I left you a couple of Playboys. What's a Playboy for? It's for coming on the tapes when you're done recording it.
Not the best, not the worst, and occasionally I curse to get my point across. So bust the floss.
Okay.
I'm still thinking about coming on tapes. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
It doesn't help that there was so bust in these lines.
So something about his hygiene again, his oral hygiene.
Yeah, he's banging on about how much he like really cares about his teeth. Well, I guess you got to if you're addicted to sugar.
Yeah, he knew. So he was addicted to sugar, but he had diabetes. Or does this? I don't know if he had type 2 or type 1 diabetes.
Yeah, because sometimes sugar helps with one of the diabetes. I don't know which one.
I'm not a doctor, but
I'm not a doctor. Yeah.
Pretty sure it doesn't help with either of them, but
No, like when they start having
a problem.
you got to give them like a can of Coke.
Oh yeah, but I think that's
to keep the
because-
levels in check.
Yeah.
I think that's because they take medication which like lowers their blood sugar so much.
Okay.
I think. I also tried to do some research to find out whether Phife was a type 1 or type 2, and it seemed that the internet jury was out on what he was.
Okay.
Some people say he was born with it. Some people say he developed it.
Like Maybelline.
Maybe it's Phife Dog.
What websites were you
A
checking?
Maybelline ad still going?
I haven't seen one in a long time.
Oh, shout out to Maybelline if you want to sponsor the show. I don't have hair, but
You've got a beard.
I got a pretty good beard. I can throw it in my beard. Does Maybelline make a beard?
If they were
Maybe a beard cream,
if they were smart and trying to appeal to the upcoming generation of hipsters, they definitely would.
hipster fuckwits
Yeah.
like us. I'm just thinking right now that all three of us have beards and I'm not into it. It's kind of weird.
And we all have shaved heads.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is weird.
Who bit who?
Fuck, we're a really diverse bunch here.
Yeah.
Moving on. As I go in between the grit and the dirt, listen to the mission, listen, miss as I do work.
What?
Fucking hell.
Jesus. Please tell me you did some research on that one.
Yeah.
I did, but like there wasn't really too much on it.
So you didn't. So you didn't do any research.
Well, I did do research. There just wasn't much on it, Chris.
Okay.
So so he likes to get grime and gritty.
Yeah, he's not afraid to get his hands dirty in the quest for like lyrical perfection.
Oh,
Yeah,
jinx. Personal jinx.
you can't do that to me. I'm
Kieran,
fucking hosting the show.
Right, I got you out of it. One more. Kieran, I think I only did 2.
Oh, thanks, man. You can punch me after the show.
I will.
Those are in the bank.
It's for sure.
As I crack the monotone, children of the jazz, so get your own.
Ooh.
Children of the jazz, I think, refers to the fact that Tip would have grown up like listening to jazz, and so he feels like he's a child of that music. And a lot of Tribe Called Quest music is like heavily jazz influenced. A lot of the beats.
That would make sense, yeah.
Yeah, and he did make a lot of the beats as well, didn't he?
Yeah, with him and Muhammad.
Yeah. Yeah, the two of them.
How many were in the Tribe Called Quest? How many members?
Originally 4, right?
Yeah. So there was obviously Phife and Tip, the rappers, Muhammad, and who was the other one?
Oh, Sharik. Oh, what's his name? Oh, fuck.
No, that's Muhammad, Sharik.
Yeah, Sharik. Yeah. What was the other? He was in one album. Like, I think he might have been on like a couple of songs, but not much.
No, it was just the 3 of them. Ali, Shaheed, Muhammad.
No, there was originally 4.
No, it was just the 3.
Shit.
All right, just
You were
3
wrong,
guys.
Romano.
Well, there you go.
It's just the 3.
Confirms.
Confirmed, yeah.
3 of them.
So where were we? Smoking R&B because they try to do me, or the best of the pack, but they can't do rap. Taking shots at R&B here.
Yeah. I mean, because they mentioned jazz and they switch over to R&B. I mean, are they saying that there's this like new genre of R&B and all these artists who think that they're really good, but they're just never going to be as good as a Tribe Called Quest?
Yeah,
right?
I think so. And I think R&B, like at the time, was a competing genre of hip-hop.
Yeah.
So there like was obviously that hostility between the two.
Yeah.
Oh, so the genres themselves had beef.
Yeah, well, like I don't think it was like a publicized thing, like
No.
the East Coast, West Coast hip-hop rivalry.
I don't think it was
but-
like a violent thing.
R&B versus hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. I was just imagining them both turning into physical forms and fighting. I don't know why, but kind of like Transformers, where they just, when they turn into the big Transformers.
Can you do the Transformer voice?
Autobots. I can try to do Optimus Prime. A very bad Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
Autobots, roll out. How was that? How was that? How's that really bad Optimus
I'm pretty
Prime?
sure I'm never going to ask you to do that again.
Don't ever ask me to do impersonation. If I don't just go out and do it.
Can you do the sound effect of when they turn into a robot?
Oh, yeah, I'll give it a crack.
Yeah, go.
How's that? Do you want to hear my bad Michael Caine as well? Yeah.
No, we don't want to hear that. That's enough. We're quite done with that.
Yeah, I'm going to not do impersonations unless I can just kill it.
No, I actually like the Optimus Prime one.
Yeah.
You're into that?
There's a bit of substance to that one.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
There was a lot of effort.
For its abstract, original, you can't get your own, and that's pitiful. So abstract is a nickname.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't get your own, and that's pitiful.
So you'll never be as good as Q-Tip, and that sucks for you.
Basically, yeah. I know I'd be the man if I cold yanked the plug on R&B, but I can't, and that's bugged.
Okay, I've taken a few baths in my time. So cold yanking the plug, is that when the water's real cold and you just got to yank it out and jump out?
No, I thought he would just wants to flush it down.
Yeah, like flush the water, you know?
Yeah. And the water's R&B, right?
Yeah, well, I wasn't actually thinking that way. I was thinking like R&B's on life support and you're yanking out the plug, but I guess either works.
Oh, actually, yeah, that would make more sense. Rather
Oh,
than
cord yank the plug like live. Fuck, I went straight to baths when there was...
Yeah.
Well, no, I reckon that works as well.
It does work, but I think you're right. It's definitely the life support one.
But like...
Because a cold yank, I guess it's going to send you cold.
Yeah, it's going to send you colder than what you... Oh, actually, if you're sitting in an icy cold bathtub, it's probably not going to help.
Do you know when you're in a bath and you're like having a good time, like listening to music and you know what, and then you just realize all of a sudden you're like, whoa, it's gotten cold. You get the fuck out of this bath. You know, that's what I was imagining.
Okay.
Just that fright.
Yeah, that works. I reckon either or.
Yeah, either or. I think definitely the first one, not the plug, the bathtub, but you know,
like life support.
Yeah.
Take it as you please, listeners.
If Q-Tip's listening, shout out to Q-Tip, and also can you confirm which one it is?
Yeah, Q-Tip. If you could just personally call or email us, that'd be great. And maybe if you want to come on the show, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be really cool, Q. We need some celebrity endorsements.
Yeah. I feel like he'd definitely help. All right, and then it goes into the hook, which is bugging out, bugging out, bugging out, and bugging out. And it's just that repeated a lot and a lot. Sounds like he's bugging out after he's going through this moral dilemma of whether he cold yanks the plug or not.
He's bugging out 4 different ways. Yeah.
Yeah. Or the one succinct one that Romano came up with.
I'm gonna go onto Urban Dictionary, delete that other guy's.
No, you can't delete. That's not the purpose of Urban Dictionary. You got to give it a thumbs down.
Can you give it like a reply?
We'll all
like,
give it a thumbs down. Actually, to everyone who's subscribed to us, which is probably about 3 people at this stage, can you give it a thumbs down?
Yeah.
Everyone hop on to Urban Dictionary for the definition of
now I feel
out.
like we're just ganging up on this guy.
He could actually be a pretty nice dude, you know? He probably has a couple kids.
He could be a nice guy, but he doesn't come up with good, succinct definitions like fucko.
Yeah,
you got to encourage the good definition writers.
Yeah, you can't be like, oh, I know what it is, but then here's 4 like alternatives to the same thing.
So okay, all right, yeah, let's do it. I think we have to make an example.
And then maybe find his email, his personal, and then just start sending him death threats.
Yeah, sure.
Because that'll always solve everything.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't be encouraging. Internet. Maybe we should be encouraging people to send death threats on a recorded medium.
No, you're right. Don't actually.
We don't endorse death threats.
It was a joke. It was a joke. Don't actually send death threats unless it's just like a real fuckwit like Donald Trump or something.
Yeah, but I feel like he gets them on a daily basis. He's used to them. He probably thrives off them. It's like, another liberal giving me a death threat. Eat this. I'm going to separate some more children at the border. How do you like that one?
Jesus. All right.
Okay, let's not get too political. Verse 3, back to Phife Dog. When you bug out, you usually have a reason for the action. Sometimes you do it just for mere satisfaction. You get satisfaction out of a bugging out. Maybe it's cathartic in a way.
Yeah, doing something taboo, something different. I don't know.
Yeah, to just really lose your mind. And
yeah.
Challenge yourself, you know, be outside the box.
It is fun to go a little bit crazy sometimes, though.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like we probably get to a sane level of crazy on this show, but we'd never really get to the off-mic craziness that can entail.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
If no one's around, I go really crazy sometimes.
How do you go crazy, Ray?
I don't know. I'll just like look at myself in the mirror and be like, fuck you, you know? Like, what are you fucking looking at, you stupid fucking cunt? And I'm just like yelling at myself.
Yeah?
You come away from it feeling pretty good, though, I think. So I go with Q-Tip.
So you go home and abuse yourself And that makes you feel better.
Almost every day. No, not all the time, but like sometimes you just brush your teeth. You're like, what are you fucking looking at?
Yeah.
You guys don't do that?
Therapeutic almost. No, I make faces. I make faces at myself in the mirror.
Yeah.
Didn't you ever read that story when you were younger, though? You don't make faces?
Oh, it's bullshit. The wind
in
changing.
case the wind changes
The
and
wind
your
changed it.
face stays the same.
No.
Man, that story has traumatized me.
It used to freak me out as a kid,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
You don't know this?
No, I've never heard.
What, you've
the
never heard
story.
that story before? You can't make faces if the wind changes and
Because your face will stay the same.
same.
No, I don't believe that for a second.
No, obviously it's not real,
Of course
Kieran.
not. It's a fucking like a children's
Yeah.
what is it? Wives' Tale, I believe
Yeah.
they're called.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess maybe if I was a
It's
little
like if
younger
you-
and more gullible.
If you stare at the screen
Yeah.
too long, your eyes will turn square. Another one that used to
Yeah.
really freak me out.
Or if you jack off on tapes, they sound better.
Well, that has yet to be proven.
Yeah.
No, that one's a fact. I don't think that's a wives' tale.
No conclusive evidence to confirm or deny that one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Dr. Dre, Madlib, and Kanye all come on their tapes before they put them out. It's part of the process.
It's a conspiracy.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Where were we?
Yeah.
People be hounding, always surrounding, pulsing just like a migraine pounding.
Oh, I've had a bunch of migraines and they suck.
So people be hounding, always surrounding, like his fame.
Oh yeah, like groupies
He's like
and
drawing
stuff,
people
and
around him, and people are starting to like know his face, and
It's just becoming
it's a
too
headache
much.
to him.
He's becoming too
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
And I'm starting to see the fakers, the users.
Have you ever thought about what it would be like to be famous and to have people just hassle you all the time? Like whether that would, you just get sick of it really quickly, don't you think?
No, I
Or is that just something we say to each other to accept the fact that we're not famous?
I don't know. I think, like, I don't know, I've walked past a lot of celebrities over the years and stuff, like people, for actors and whatnot. And a lot of the time, people just avoid it. Like, they're not avoiding it, but they're just like, they'll just let them go by.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's
I think it depends what level of fame.
yeah, totally. But it would get annoying if like every time you go outside, you'd have like people like paparazzi. Like if you're paparazzi famous, that would be exhausting.
Like there would be actually a difference between like if you were walking around as Russell Crowe compared to like Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like Russell Crowe's still really famous, but he's not going to get absolutely mobbed by people.
Well, he did at the end of that concert that we went
But
and
that's
saw
at
at Romano.
That's at
Yeah,
a
we did.
concert though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's true. Or even like Kanye West. No, it's Kanye West. Keanu Reeves. He likes to use the subway system and stuff. But every time he just tries to be a normal human, someone takes a photo of him and turns it into a hilarious meme.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like the guy can't eat a muffin by himself without being like sad Keanu muffin meme or like rides the station. It's like, oh look how cool and humble Keanu is. But he just wants to shit like that would probably get old.
Yeah, true.
I think it was Margot Robbie that was saying the hardest part for her dealing with fame was she didn't know that the amount of money that you'd have to spend on security
Really?
on like the everyday.
Oh, if you're a super fit bird like her though, because she'd have some crazy people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I'm sure that security is expensive for fame, no matter who you are.
Yeah,
You
but
really
I just don't think you'd have the kind of like the fucking nut jobs out there who's like, I want a bit of her face, like.
You really think there's a lot of people
Otherwise-
out there wanting to just murder Margot
I don't
Robbie,
think
or-
necessarily just always murder, but definitely like fucking try it on her to
true.
in a forceful manner,
Yeah.
or even if they came up and then they tried it on and then she'd be like, cool, and then they'd be like, all right, you're not leaving though, you're getting in my basement right now, I love you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like super attractive actresses like that would have the worst kind of people just breaking, like not trying to break into their house or
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I don't know. Even the guy from American Horror Story, Sean something Evans, Pete Evans. He said that he moved to LA the other day. He came out and said that he moved to LA because he wanted to like try to meet the Olsen twins when he was like a young kid.
Yeah.
And now he's become a huge actor, and he's going out with like Emma Roberts, so he's fine anyway. But still, that's kind of weird though, right?
Yeah, that is
Like an
weird.
incentive to move to LA, and he's a great actor. I'm acting like he's fucking listening to the show, but like it is kind of weird. It's a weird way to like start your career is because you're like, I want to really bump into the Olsen twins.
That is kind of a bit psychotic, I feel.
Yeah, a little bit crazy. A little bit Ingrid Goes West style.
The Olsen twins don't even like...
That's it. That's a good example. Ingrid goes, there's got to be people like that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, if you guys have any thoughts out there
Not
on
to say
what it
that,
would be
like-
like to be a celebrity, fucking message us.
But there would probably be crazed fans for no matter what the artist is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I just think it'd be worse for attractive actresses.
Yeah, who've been in Hollywood films.
Yeah.
For sure.
You like the fantasy of all these people, so
yeah,
it makes sense.
Whereas like Leo, he probably has some crazed models hit onto him, but he doesn't care.
Yeah.
He's not going to kick him out.
No. But he's probably got a whole bunch of like fucking lame dudes who just want to hang around him because he's surrounded by so many beautiful women.
Well, who wouldn't want to be friends with Leo?
I would be.
True.
I like how we're just stacking assumptions on top of more assumptions.
One after another.
All right. So we definitely annotated that bit.
Moving on. You don't really fret. You stay in your sense. Camouflage your feeling of absolute tense. You soar off to another world deep in your mind. But people seem to take that as being unkind.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so if he wants to be left alone.
Yeah, is that him trying to sort of like, I don't know how you put it, like he sometimes needs to be introverted because he just doesn't want to be around all these people who are hassling him, and it comes off as he's like cold or rude.
Yeah.
But really he's just trying
he just wants some personal space.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people just wouldn't understand. They're like, hey, Phife dog! And you expect him to have like that crazy stage persona that you're used to seeing him have, and he's like, nah, man, I'm just going down the road to get like a sandwich. Just leave me alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe he hasn't even had his coffee yet, or whatever.
Don't interrupt a man before he's had his morning coffee.
No, you never want to catch anyone before they have any coffee.
Especially people who've never drunk a coffee in their life.
Yeah. That's probably a good thing though, because you don't get used to how much more of a boost you get.
Yeah, it's certainly a vice.
Yeah.
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 It's definitely a drug. Sorry.
Oh, yo, he's acting stank. Really on a regal, a man of the fame, not a man of the people. Believe that if you wanna, but I tell you this much: riding on the train with no dough sucks.
Well, the last part is it sucks to be poor.
Yeah, so he's trying to like say that he's just a common dude.
Yeah, and he's been there. He's been there before. He can understand what it's like to have no money. And
is he kind of saying it's balanced
anxiety
as well? Like, yeah, it sucks to not have some personal space and have people hassle you all the time, but at least it's better than not being poor.
Yeah, I guess like trying to respond to people that might call him out for being a sellout. He's like, I've got to make a living somehow.
Yeah, and maybe like the anxiety is similar to being pestered, but you don't want to be pestered. If you're on a train with no money, you don't want to get asked by the ticket officers.
No, that's bad news for all involved.
You'll cop a fine. So it's the same circumstance. You want to get left alone? Maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's thinking outside the box there.
Clutching at some straws, but...
Once again, a case of your feet in my Nikes. If a crowd is in my realm, I'm saying, mic, please.
He just loves to. He loves to put on a show. He'll always be an entertainer.
Simply put, yeah. And like he's saying, like this is what it's like to be in my shoes. Like what I feel comfortable with doing is jumping up on the mic.
Yeah,
this is just who he is.
Laying some lyrics.
It's where he feels the most comfortable, maybe.
Hip hop is living. Can't yag the plug. If you do, the result will end up kind of bugged.
Oh, there's a bug reference again.
And it's tying everything back together from the plug.
From the yanking of the plug,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is that it? Is that
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool.
Then we go into Q-Tip's verse. Yo, I'm not an invalid, although I used to smoke the weed out.
Invalid is like...
the type of weed, isn't it?
No, an invalid
is like someone who can't do
has
for
like
themselves.
an impairment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's it.
And so like
invalid.
So like he's saying even though he doesn't have like a medical classification that would warrant him to have a prescription for the wacky tobacco.
Yeah.
He still smokes it, because that's
I thought he was saying that he's not an invalid, but when he gets stoned, he becomes pretty incapable.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Go with that.
Okay.
Ali Shaheed Muhammad used to say I had to be out scheming on the cookies with the crazy booming back buns, pushing on them real hard just so we could have the big fun.
Ooh.
Okay. There's a lot there.
Cookies, I think, refers to girls. So scheming on the cookies with the crazy booming back buns.
A little cookie.
Yeah.
Girls with big bottoms.
The booties.
He likes
big
that
booties.
booty.
And he's just kind of reminiscing back in the day and how much tail they used to get.
Which I'm still sure he gets
Oh,
his
plenty.
fair share
He would
of.
get
Oh,
plenty,
yeah. And
yeah.
especially someone like Q-Tip doesn't, like, even pre-famous, I'm sure that guy just trailed through it. Lots of...
Like, imagine that guy just having so much confidence, you know?
Yeah.
And with a voice like that.
So, yeah. Handsome,
Yeah.
you know? No, don't
Just
you
the,
reckon?
the
Like,
full baggage.
yeah, like, I'm sure because Q-Tip is a famous MC, he's gotten way more girls than he would have. But
He
I
would
think
have had no problem
without
before,
it,
yeah.
he would have been fine.
yeah.
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 And then maybe that's what he's saying, that he's always been dope and fly with the ladies.
When I left for Road, see I was Boulevard status, battling at MC when Tip was at his maddest. So, like, there was no consensus on what Boulevard meant
Yeah.
on Genius or any other sources online, but I could take a stab in the dark and say that it's the Linden Boulevard, which is a like major thoroughfare in Queens and Brooklyn, which Tribe Called Quest often reference in their raps. And Phife Dawg, after he died, rest in peace, there was like a street corner that was named after him.
Oh, that's really cool.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, like a memorial to him
Oh, that's lovely.
on Linden Boulevard. I think it's Linden Boulevard and 51st Street, maybe. I don't know. Check it out when you guys are in New York.
Yeah, definitely.
That is, it's adorable.
It is really adorable. Really fitting this theme,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that sounds good. Sounds like you nailed it. I was just going to say Boulevard in general, but you really narrowed it down.
Yeah,
which
you
is,
you
which
pretty
is-
much
which is
told us
cool.
the answer. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
So like before he went out touring, he was like famous in his area.
Yeah.
But now he's like obviously expanded and blown up into this big MC.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
And same kind of thing as before with Q. Well, it's still Q-Tip though, isn't
This
it?
is Q-Tip, yeah.
Yeah, same thing where it's just like even before he was an MC, he was popular just like before he could still pull chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So it was one MC after one MC. What the world could they be wanting to see from little old me? So I think he's referring to when he's rap battling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like he's going through just like one MC after one MC, but he doesn't really see like why he's the big deal that everyone wants
So he's
to
being
like
a bit
battle
humble.
rap.
He's being a
Yeah.
bit humble.
Very humble. Very humble.
So as he's smashing through the competition, it's like why? Why does everyone love me?
Yeah. And then he's going to probably tell us in the next line, right?
Do I have the formula to save the world, or was it just because I used to swipe the women and all the girls?
Yeah, there's the humbleness
Mm.
going away. Yeah.
It never takes a rapper long to lose the humbleness.
But like for a second there, you're like, wow, this guy
Yeah.
is like so down to earth. And then you're
Yeah.
like, oh no.
I still
Yeah.
fuck chicks though, right?
And I'm the best in the world. Yeah.
I still fucking nail them.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm the type of brother with the crazy extended hand kid. Dissed by all my brothers, I was all up what my man did.
What was the extended hand bit?
I think it refers to like, when you extend your hand to like greet someone.
Oh, okay.
As he
So he's a crazy man with the extended hand.
So, yeah, you wouldn't really want to trust him.
No.
Don't trust a man with an extended hand.
No.
It's probably concealing like a razor blade or something in there.
Who was it? Like
Yeah.
Go Gadget? Was that it? Inspector Gadget?
Inspector Gadget.
How he
Yeah.
had the extendable hand?
But he would say go gadget, wouldn't he? When he would do shit.
That's true.
So Tip would be
Yeah.
like across the other side of the room and just extend his hand.
Yeah.
Hey,
maybe
nice
he's
to
like-
meet you.
Maybe he's like fucking one of those guys that go around the party and just like, hey, hey, my name's Joe,
Yeah,
like really fucking intensely looks at your eyes when he shakes your hand.
And does that handshake where they grab your hand and your elbow at the same
Yeah.
time? And, it's just
And like,
Or like
you-
puts one hand over the other.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like a held presidential handshake.
Yeah.
You know what I love doing these days is like, because I don't like it so much when someone just stranger just gives you a pat on the back.
Yeah.
I hate that. So I've been really getting into doing it to other
When
people.
does that
It's
ever
quite
happen?
it's
Huh?
quite condescending.
Oh, dude, what do you mean? It happens all the time.
What do you mean someone just patting you on the back?
Oh, like,
What do
oh, don't worry, mate. You and a guy getting out of the elevator at the same time, and you kind of like both go at the same time.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
he's like, oh, no, you go first, mate. And then as you're going through, he's kind of, gives you a little pat.
I see it as like more of a just like like a warm sign. Like to me, it doesn't feel like someone's being condescending.
I don't ever think anyone's ever being mean about it, but just to me, I just don't like it too much.
Is it because it's like just too much touching for you? Or?
Like, I'll let you guys touch me.
No touching.
Like, you guys can, like, give me a pat, slap me around a little bit. I'm into that. That's fine. But if it's
like a rough to you,
yeah, you can pull my what little hair I have and all that shit. But fuck, I'm not into a total stranger
touching
me like that.
Okay,
maybe I'm just weird.
All right, so if you do one day get to like some sort of celebrity Tinder level of fame, note to our people out there, don't go touching Romano.
Yeah, well, like we can shake hands and stuff.
How about if someone's walking past you in a pub or something and they need to sort of move you sort of slightly out of the way?
That's different. That's like that's a practical touching.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
That's okay. I don't mind.
But out of elevators, it's a bit strange.
No, it's not just elevators, Chris.
Just like the conscious thought.
Well, that's the only example you gave me. Like, what do you?
Well, you know, there's other. That's the main one, but like, there's times where people would like when you're about to bump into someone at the pub, and they're like, "Oh, don't worry, mate," you know, and they don't.
Oh, okay.
They don't need to, and
they don't need to do it, but they went out of their way to touch you,
touch me, like patted me on the shoulder. I'm like, "Oh, fuck, dude, I don't know." But you start doing it to other people and you start to see their face and how they don't really like it too much, and it makes you feel better.
That's true.
Wow, that was a weird one to go down again.
Really delving into your psyche tonight, Romano. I'm liking this. Supposed to be my man, but now I wonder 'cause you're feeble.
Feeble? 'Cause you're feeble. Okay.
I think he's probably trying to talk about like his past friends or like weak friends he's had in the past. Like, I don't know if he's talking about physical weakness or like kind of mental and negativity weakness in their personality.
Just weak, lame people that he's had to deal with.
Get rid of the dead wood tip.
Yeah.
I go out with the strongies and I separate the evils. It's your brain against my mind for those about to boot out. All you nasty critters, even though you see our bug out.
Okay,
bugging out again, yeah.
No, but yeah, he can see the shit people in his life. He knows how to get rid of them.
Yeah, slowly weeding them out.
He likes to affiliate only with strong-minded people like himself.
Yeah, nailed it.
Cool, crushed it.
Yeah, cool.
And that's the song.
Is that it?
That is the song.
Quite like that one.
It's a great song.
You should really listen to it.
Yeah.
It's got a great little jazz.
I mean, I like the lyrics. I haven't heard, obviously.
Double bass line.
You'll be surprised, Chris. Yeah? Phife and Q-Tip have a slightly better flow than Kieran.
Really?
Only just.
Okay.
Just a bit, but it's noticeable.
Okay. All right. I'll check it out. Looking forward to it.
We're going to give some BPMs?
Yeah, let's give this some BPMs. I guess I'll start.
Sure.
I'm going to give this...
This is one of your favourite Tribe Quest.
Fuck it, I'm going to give it 500.
Yeah?
This is the song that got me into Tribe Called Quest.
500?
And I fucking love it. I still love it to this day. You can listen to it if you're at a party. You can listen to it if you're just vegging out on the couch. You can listen to it in all kinds of different scenarios. It's just a one song fits all. And yeah, can't praise it enough. 500.
I actually witnessed a really adorable moment between you and your girlfriend when you were both singing this song together and just reminiscing on how much you both loved it. And
when was this?
Oh, no, it was in the back. Well, you guys were driving me somewhere.
Oh, okay.
But it was kind of cute. It
really
was
cute.
adorable.
Just like the Phife dog.
Yeah. I'll probably give it... I mean, I haven't heard the song, but just based on the lyrics, I'm going to give it like 380.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I mean, it didn't blow my mind, but I think I have to listen to it in its, complete form.
Yeah, fair. I feel like I'm giving it a very context-dependent rating, but fuck it.
Well, that's
I'll give it what I want.
Everything's always personal.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have the same.
That's true. Yeah.
I'd say I'm going to give it a 442. Not my favorite Tribe song, but I do love Tribe, and this album is amazing.
Yeah, it certainly is. Low End Theory, if no one's ever listened to the album, listen to it cover to cover, because...
You can, and Midnight Marauders. 2 fucking baller albums.
There's your weekend plan, guys.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They're not too long. Fuck, man, they are some great albums.
Tweet.
We're going to give a shout out to...
Yeah, Radio Hub, thanks for having us in, guys. Beautiful studio here in Alexandria. And thanks to you all for listening in. If you've got any requests for songs, we'd be actually very willing to hear and annotate for you. So send us a message on Facebook.
Yeah, subscribe on iTunes or Apple Podcast.
Yeah, give us a 5-star review if you're feeling so inclined.
And also, next time you want a fillet of fish, head down to McDonald's.
No, we're not doing that.
Remember, we're going for Auto Traders.
Oh, yeah.
True. We're not going for any of them, guys. They're not paying us the money.
So go down and see the guys at Auto Traders. You want a new exhaust? Go to Auto Traders.
They'll service your car real good.
All right, we're done.
We are.